So picture this. You're preparing for a big race or a big competition in whichever sport you play, and your coach gives you a piece of advice that I'm sure we've all heard before, to rest up. Because come competition day, they want you in the freshest state possible. But in reality, we know that during the event, we're going to fatigue. Unfortunately, that part is inevitable. But by how much is the real question? So that's what I set out to answer, to find out to what extent when a runner's internal variables, such as their oxygen uptake, their running economy, and their blood lactate clearance, decouple from that external variable of their running speed. This is known as a newly emerging concept coined as durability, where you measure an individual in their fresh and then again in their fatigued state. To better understand this topic, of course, I turned to the existing literature. And due to the infancy of it all, it was quite exciting to see these publication dates all within months and sometimes even weeks of when I was reading them. But what was still missing from the literature was the inclusion of female participants, and specifically recreational, non-elite runners like myself. I had 5 amazing community members come out to test whether higher performing runners would inherently have greater durability. And what did I find? Despite nothing significant statistically due to the small group size, what I did find was that a measurable concept of durability that did exist. Now, this decoupling ratio was individual. Just because an athlete had a higher VO2 max or a faster marathon finish time, it did not necessarily mean that they were more physiologically durable in the running than the jumping tests conducted. Now, in most research, we set out to answer a question and we end up with a handful more. And that is exactly what happened in this situation. Now that we can name it, how can we train it? Is it something we acquire genetically, or can it be trained through structural and biochemical adaptations? This research is still in its infancy, but myself as a UFV student was incredibly honored for the opportunity to take durability research a step in the right direction. Thank you.